Ok, thì sau chuyến hành trình tối hôm qua thì tiến trình game của chúng ta đã lên được 59%. Thời gian chơi thì 72 tiếng rồi. Bây giờ chúng ta sẽ tiếp tục công cuộc là cập nhật thêm tiến trình game. Tại vì cái kia chỉ là mới là một cái khúc thôi à. Mà khả năng là trước đó chúng ta sẽ đi dạo xung quanh một xíu, chắc tốn một mớ thời gian nữa. Ok, bắt đầu. Khả năng là cái tay cầm của mình nó bị rơ cái cần rồi. Chơi cái trò này xong rồi tay cầm nó muốn ngố luôn. Ok. Thì chúng ta có hai cái quest ở đây. Một cái quest là lên đây.
Over here. Something will catch your eye.
Leo lên, leo lên. Ồ vậy rốt cục rồi lên đây làm chi? Nó ở khá xa mà còn đi đường biển nữa. Mà do kiểu như là quét ở đây thì khả năng là hết rồi. Nên nếu mà giờ mình quay về bên nhà thì chắc mình sẽ chả có quay trở lại chỗ này nữa đâu.
That must be the tower Jomar mentioned. And it's full of sun wings. That can't be good.
À, ở đây nó có một cái quest mà nó đòi là sau khi mình unlock được cái gì mà cánh của 10 ấy là cái 10 đó là một cái đội biệt kích á. Lâu lâu chui xuống biển ngắm san hô được.
There, on the beach. A clone scout. I need to get closer. See if he's carrying a relic like Jomar mentioned. No relic. Can't be Jomar's brother. I should take a look around. See if I can find anyone else.
chắc sẽ lượm được mấy cục vàng. Thường như mấy cái rương mà cấp đó thì đa phần là nó cho mình vàng. Để mình chuyển cái quét qua cái này.
Four dead scouts. I should check if one of them is Jomar's brother. But I'll
Mấy
need to
con
get those machines first.
quay qua đây, quay qua đây.
That hunter killer is more powerful than a normal machine.
Mấy con mà cái cấp apex thì nó có giáp nữa. Nó che chắn cái điểm yếu kỹ hơn đó.
Machine's resistant to shock.
Mấy cái này mắc gì chạy này để chết ở đây rồi. Ồ, đằng kia có con gì tím tím kìa. Bất.
That's all of them. I should check the scouts. There's no relic. Not sure if either of them are Oris. But maybe one of them dropped it as they fought off the machines? My focus might show me more. Huh. Nothing. Maybe my focus can pick up their tracks instead? There. Maybe Oris escaped the machines. Better see where it leads. Machine. It looks like it gave chase, but Oris fought it off. I can't override that machine until I find the right cauldron.
Cái con đó nhìn nó vậy chứ chúng nó hay đi một bầy với nhau lắm. Thường nó là một cái tổ ở gần á.
He ran inside the tower. Way to escape those sunwings up there.
Chui vô tháp là dở rồi. Tại vì thường mấy con nó hay làm tổ ở cái tháp lắm.
Tracks end here. I must have climbed up this tower. That's my water too much.
Nó gọi là cái gì tấn công là một cách phòng thủ hiệu quả nhất đấy. Đông lắm. Còn một con nữa.
I need to find a way up this tower.
Ngay lúc này ban đêm nữa, tụi nó đi ngủ nữa. Ngon lành. Còn gì tuyệt vời hơn.
I need to find a way up this tower.
Bắn vào cái mang của cái con, cái màng hay cái mang hay cái gì của con đó là cách để mà hạ nó dễ nhất. Nhưng mà không biết là mình có cần cái đó để mà mình nâng cấp vũ khí hay gì. Rồi cái bảng đường mà nó mục rồi nè. Đi ra ngắm cảnh xíu. Đây là thành phố San Francisco nha. Đây chắc là cầu Cộng Vàng á. Golden Gate. Chắc trên kia chắc còn mấy con nữa nó để dành cho mình. Nếu mình làm bánh rớt 3 con cả thảy. Còn một con nữa nó lưu lạc nơi nào rồi. Cái gì kìa?
I need to find a way up this tower.
Ê rồi. Con này nó làm gì nó cứ nhảy tới nhảy lui mà. Cho chừa cái tội nhảy tới nhảy lui. Ế. Đâu nữa ta? Ok. Đấy, mém nữa. Chơi game gấp nhiều người thứ ba thì mình ghét nhất là đi mấy cái cầu thang xoắn ốc này nè, điểm chóng mặt đó.
Dead end. Maybe if I go outside, I can find another way up. That was close.
Qua đây. Ok, leo lên. Ôi dồi.
Another close one. This must be yours. But there's only one way to be sure. I better check for the relic.
Rồi. Sau khi anh trai kia leo lên được tới đây thì rụng nụ. Thật là đáng tiếc. Bây giờ mình không cẩn thận mình cũng rụng nụ theo.
The relic. And my focus picked up data on it. It's not a beacon, it's a tourist map of San Francisco. If the Quen could read this, they wouldn't need to send scouts out blind. I should tell Alva.
Aloy! I'm here.
Alva, I found some data I think Bohai might be interested in seeing. I'm sending it to you now.
I'll pass it along.
Thanks. I better take this relic back with me. Give it back to Jomar. Along with the bad news.
Ok, vậy là cái quest này coi như là tương đối xong á. Giờ chúng ta sẽ di chuyển qua chỗ này. Trước mắt là làm sao để thoát khỏi cái tháp này nữa. Ê, có đền bù. Ấy ồ. Cái con này mà mình bắn rụng nụ là nó nằm phía sau cái tòa tháp. Hình như nó té sát bên thùng đồ hay sao. Trời tối om mà không thấy đường gì.
Good use of this. Not much point to using acid here. Mind if I borrow that weapon? You don't see me. view from the old world. The building doesn't look like any of the ruins around here. Maybe it's underwater now. It shows part of the giant bridge and a domed building. And with all these submerged ruins around here, maybe I should take a dive. The ruin with the dome. Kind of looks like the one in the image.
Mới giờ Google mà thấy cái ông mà chị ông cũng đi tìm muốn khùng luôn. Tại cái câu này á, câu đố này nó khá là khó chịu, là cái này nó vừa dưới nước, một nửa dưới nước mà một nửa ở trên bờ, mà nó lại còn đòi cái độ mà chính xác gần như là tuyệt đối nữa. Cái
Right. Better try another spot.
cái quét này là nó không chơi tương đối đâu, nó chơi tuyệt đối mà khó chịu lắm. Nên mình ghét cái quét này, nó mỗi lần dò mệt thôi, mệt còn lâu như quỷ. Rồi đây.
That did it.
Được rồi nè. Mừng hết lớn luôn. Ok. Ít ra cũng bù đắp được cho mình cục đá. Ở ngay vị trí này, cầu kia. Ok, giờ chúng ta vô bờ thôi. Chúng ta có thể ngửa tay ngửa chân đi qua đây xung đột với con chim này. Để kiếm đồ nâng cấp thôi chứ không có gì hết á. Tại vì mấy cái bộ đồ mà cấp cao sau này nó đòi toàn là mấy cái nguyên liệu từ mấy con cốt đột không mà. Thì con chim đó là tính là một trong mấy con cốt đột của trò này á. Ôi, nó ở gần hơn là mình nghĩ. Kiếm chú núp. Đấy, mình núp rồi mà. Nó trên trời, ý nó kêu là nó ở trên trời thì nó không quan tâm việc núp hay không. Mới gặp là nó đã bay vào nó xúc mình rồi. Còn ôn thần vậy nó. Chơi nhau hả mày? Con này mình cần bắn rớt cái ngực của nó để nó không có bắn cái đạn lúc nãy vào người mà. Tác nó. Không là nó. Ây rồi, ngất xỉu luôn. Cái điện giật ngất xỉu luôn. Nó hạ cánh là nó chết cho mình. con điên. Mày chết với bà, mày chết với bà. Đâu rồi, nó đâu rồi? Mày hạ cánh là mày chết với bà. Một cái nè con. Hai cái nè con. Sắp tự hẹo rồi. Ôi rồi, nó phẩy tay không mà mình muốn văng mấy thước. Chết mày nè con. Không được. Đấy, hạ con chim nếu mà không có rớt đồ thì xịn hết bồn nó ta. Ồ, cái đạo này nhưng mà sao không thấy có đường lên ta. Trên đây cũng chỉ là một cái trạm nghỉ chân thôi. Không biết phần này nó có mấy cái điểm đặc biệt giống cái phần 1 không? Phần 1 đó là khi mà chúng ta có một cái điểm chúng ta cứ đi hoài ra khỏi map luôn, ra khỏi bản đồ luôn. Ui dồi ôi. Cái con này mấy con này tên của nó là Sun Win cho nên là nó tắm nắng nè. Cute quá ha. Sun Win này, Win. Cái gì vậy? Phần 1 nó nhiều bí mật á. Ồ, vậy đây chắc là cái quest mà cần mình phải hack được mấy con sinh huynh này, cho nên nó mới cho mấy con sinh huynh này ở phía dưới. Vậy là mình sẽ không lên được chỗ này đâu. Lý do nó kêu là cái quest là cái gì, mình phải biết bay thì mình mới lên được. Không đi được thôi, em đi về. Có snap more ghê kìa. Ơi, mấy con này. Mấy con nó nhây lắm nên thôi mình né nó đi. Cái con kia nó về kìa. Khu này có mấy con ngựa. Nhưng mà đường như thế này thì ngựa vô dụng rồi, đâu có dùng để đi lại trong đây được đâu. Nhìn 70 mấy tiếng cái hải thiệt chứ. 70 mấy tiếng mà chưa là cái đinh gì với cái trò này. Thiệt tình. Rồi, giờ cũng có hai lựa chọn. Một là đi tới cái này chắc là cái bông. Cũng được. Một là cái bông, hai là bên kia là cái máy bay. Ở cái bông. Và cái bông nó ở đâu? Đây, cái bông ở đây.
Blood hunter killer means trouble.
Nổi nha em. Bộ để tới được cái bông này cũng phiền à. Để mình kết liễu nó. Ê, mấy con kia không bị đánh động. Không phải đường này. Bông ơi, where are you? Ai nó đây nè. Cái bông nằm ở chỗ nhưng đồ nằm chỗ khác. Ôi chị, nó có giấu đồ gì hả? Mình có thể đi lên cao hơn nè. Đi cao hơn nữa được nè. Dạ. Trên đây nó có giấu một cái đoạn tin nhắn. Thường mấy cái tin đó toàn mấy cái tin của ba bệnh đó mà. Để collection là chính. Ồ, mày lấy hả? Cục đá cấp 2 rồi. Con này chết ngay giữa bụi hoa luôn. Núp. Ok. Để chúng ta sẽ đi qua bên đây. Cũng sắp xong rồi đó. Bây giờ còn cái này nữa hả? Mamma mia. Đưa thôi, đưa thôi. Nó sẽ tìm một cái xác máy bay ở gần để lấy cái cục hộp đen của nó. Tách bóc. Rồi, tới cái máy bay rồi đó.
I can find a voice recording here.
Ôi, dễ dàng vậy.
Just got the Harrison too. The remaining ships are concentrating their fire on the lead Horus, but there must be 6 more coming in behind it. And there are several ashore and moving inland to further up the coast. Copy that. We'll keep eyes on it. But whatever this Zero Dawn super weapon is, you better use it soon or there'll be nothing left.
The final secret. There was no weapon. Just hope that life could survive. My focus has detected another flight recorder.
Cái cục này nó lấy đơn giản, nó cũng không kèm theo một cái gì hết. Đây chúng ta sẽ qua cái campfire, sau chúng ta sẽ đi tìm cái khu này. Chắc sẽ mất khá khá thời gian ở chỗ cái nhà này. Nó có nhiều dấu chấm hỏi xung quanh đó. Hay nó giấu dưới nước ta? Nope, không có gì hết. Thì đừng nói mình rớt cái mình rớt xuống tí xuống núi luôn nha. Lại phải bò lên lại.
Don't break my fall.
Bên đây cũng có khỉ nữa nè, có một khu của mấy con khỉ nè. Rồi chúng ta sẽ qua cái này. Đây là mấy con hà mã.
That machine will shrug off acid. No good.
Con hà mã thì điểm yếu của nó là ở ngay cái mông á. Đã khó bắn rồi mà cái lá nó còn cứ dập dìu ngay trước mắt. Ngủ đi em. Đó, con kia, con kia là con snapmore chứ không phải là con hà mã. Không, nó cũng là con hà mã luôn. Đây, vô đây. Đây là con tôm hùm nha mọi người. Con này thì điểm yếu của nó sâu đít. Nhưng bù lại thì đằng trước mặt nó không có điểm yếu. Ngon, đẹp. Ồ, nó nằm bên kia hồ. Thôi có bức tượng nữa. Để nó thấy mình rồi kìa. Lên đây, lên đây. Lên đây. Nè, cho cái tâm xỉa răng nè.
I think that broken building is the ruin that Quinn's scout told me about. There should be a relic inside. Well, there's a crate. But how to get to it?
Có một cái bông.
How do I get to that key module?
Đây, chúng ta còn 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 5 cái dấu chấm hỏi nữa. Một trong số đó là cái bông, còn 4 cái. Đây có cục pin.
Okay, where to now? An old elevator. Looks like the device next to it needs power. There's another building past that big hole in the wall up there. I wonder if I can get over to it.
Ok, một cái dấu chấm hỏi thành một cái bông hoa lửa rồi. Phải clam. Ôi giời, bể đầu.
Up to the ledge that way.
Bẻ cái đầu luôn. Nó có cho mình rút này xuống không? Không. Cái này là cái điểm mình nhảy lên nè. Có gợi ý gì không ta? Ở đây có nhiều chỗ cần xài pin á. À, cái cục đó là cục sạc pin. Nó kêu cái bông hoa lửa ở vị trí nó nằm phía bên tay phải. Hôm nay có nói là có 2 dãy nhà. Đây là cầu thang máy. Từ bình tĩnh nhảy một cái là xuống dưới kia luôn á. Bên đó không có gì. Dưới này nó còn có một cái tầng nữa nè. Rồi hoa lửa ở đây ha, để tạo đường đi vô, không phải leo leo nữa.
Okay, I'm in. I should take a look around.
Rồi cái chìa khóa nằm ở đó. Cái chìa khóa nằm ở đấy nhưng mà nó cao quá. Cao quá. Cái thùng này chắc anh là mình sẽ phải lê lết nó. Nhưng mà nó vướng đây rồi thì đâu lê lết đâu được đâu. Không có chỗ nào để bám hết. À biết rồi. Cái thùng này mục đích là để lôi nó vô trong cái thang máy ở đây.
Better try further back.
Nếu khi mà mình kích hoạt được cái này là sẽ dùng nó. Ở đây mình có một cái bông.
Pack's full, but my stash has room.
Ok, là mình giải quyết được mấy cái chấm hỏi đó. Đây một cái hoa lửa nè. Đây hai cái chắc anh là hoa lửa hay gì đó. Khả năng cao là mấy cái hoa lửa. Nhà mà mình cứ đục lỗ vậy rồi nó có sập nè. Rồi đây vẫn còn một cái nữa. Anh vẫn chưa thấy dấu hiệu của cái relic ở đâu. Nhiều thứ cần phải xử lý trong đầu quá à.
I can't reach that from here.
Ê, bậy nha. Cái chân là cứ sáng sáng rồi bước cái té xuống đi.
There we go. According to this, the door needs a key module and a 2-part code to open. Sounds like I might find those things higher up. Looks like there's an ornament in there. How to get to it?
Còn cần tới 2 đoạn mã mới mở được cái cửa nữa hả? Trời, cứ rắm thế. Ây à. Quay lại chỗ này rồi. Nó là cái căn hầm ở kế bên thế này.
I can't shoot the lock on the ladder while I'm in the water.
Ồ, hôm nay mình mới nhớ là nó có một cái cầu thang. Nó có một cái để bắn nó rớt cái cầu thang, để thả cầu thang xuống. Cầu thang đó ở đâu? Đây.
Ladder could be useful. Just gotta find a way to lower it.
Rồi, đồ nó còn lum. Vô mấy khu này thì đảm bảo là cái độ miễn cưỡng của trò này là nó cao lắm. Mình có một cái lách ở trên đây. Đây ha. Đây có một cái ở trên trần nữa nè. Leo lên nè. Bây giờ mình tìm cái góc nào mình có thể bắn rớt cái đó xuống. Khó hè.
Maybe I can shoot the lock on the ladder through an opening in the wall.
Về lý thuyết là vậy đó, nhưng mà giờ phải tìm cái lỗ nào đó để qua thì mới được chứ. Thì cái chỗ được nhất là chỗ này nè. Mình sẽ phải rớt từ trên kia rớt xuống vô cái ô này, rồi mình thoát ra kiểu nào. Mà nếu có đường thoát ra thì có nghĩa là phải có đường đi vô. Đứng lên cái này được không?
I could shoot the lock on the ladder if I stand on something in the right spot.
Ok, hiểu rồi, hiểu rồi. Hiểu rồi.
I gotta get closer. There's an opening in the wall behind the ladder.
Rồi, lấy được cái chìa khóa rồi.
A key module. Good. Now all I need is the two-part code for the door.
Rồi, lấy được cái chìa khóa rồi. Cái chìa khóa đó là tầng 7. Wow. Một người tầng 9, người tầng 7. Xong mình có thể đi thang máy lên.
Going down.
Đây, cánh cửa ở đây.
Okay, now for the code.
Cái gì vậy trời ơi? Cái này đi tìm cái quét của nó không biết ở đâu luôn á, khùng điên lắm. Không phải này. Cái vụ này thì mình không biết. Đây còn 3 con. Ơi 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 ơi. Nó đòi mình cốt. Cốt đâu ra mà đòi. Cái bông hoa.
I can pull that. I think that vent might lead to the floor above.
Lại không lên được. Cắt cớ thiệt luôn. Ok.
Yeah, it won't work this close.
Khóa cửa chi? Ta đi vô trong cánh cửa rồi nè.
Interesting. This could help.
Cái là 210 gì? Hai một không hoặc là 021 gì đó. Rồi. Nó còn đố nhau. Mấy đứa rảnh lắm. Ồ vậy rốt cục cái đó nó khóa làm gì? Mình vô trong được rồi. Mình có thể lên cao hơn được. Nó kêu là 2 1 0 9.
One fragment down. Just need to find the other.
2109 ha. Rõ ràng cái lỗ rất to nhưng nó không cho mình chui qua. Đúng miễn cưỡng thiệt chứ. Wow, chắc còn lâu mới ra được khỏi chỗ này. Giờ làm sao để có thể lên cao hơn được. Chỗ đó thì lúc nãy mình nhảy xuống mà. Cũng hết đường rồi đó. Đâu thấy đường nữa đâu ta. Lằng ngoằng lèo ngoẹo. Giờ mà lên cao hơn. Sao ta? À. Nè, qua cái điểm đó là cái điểm này mình mới nhảy qua đây nè. Có gì có thể dùng được ở đây không? Cái điểm mà nó chi chít nè.
There's nothing for my polecaster to latch on to.
Như vậy cái đó là cái số để mình nhảy vô. Cái này tầng 8 mà tầng 9 là cái chỗ mình cần vô nè. Nếu mình nhảy đây mình sẽ rớt xuống tầng dưới. Nè cái tầng lúc mà mình vô để mà mình kéo cái thùng rớt xuống. Nhìn xuyên tường được không? Điên rồi. Nó rớt xuống hay nó là cái tầng dưới. 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 cái cốt rồi. Mình cần kiếm cục pin nữa để kích hoạt ở bên phía bên kia, nhưng mà có thấy cục pin đâu. Rồi cái này chạy lẽ không chui cái đầu ở đây lụm được. Lúc nãy là đi vô bằng cái đường bên đây. Có một lối vào nữa nè. Bẻ cửa kính nè, kính chống đạn chống thép hay gì. Kêu không có pin.
Onto that.
Giờ mình cần cục pin để mình có thể pin nè, trời ơi, mắt đuôi, mắt mù, mắt.
Energy cell. It looks like it's out of power. There we go. Energy cell's charged up.
Pin mà nó sạc mà nhanh hơn gì. Rồi trước mắt mình cứ lấy cục pin mình cắm ở kìa.
Oh, looks like the cell's losing power. Oh, the cell's out of power. It'll charge it up again. No good. Energy cell's out of power.
Không phải mấy cái này đúng miễn cưỡng thiệt chứ.
The energy cell must be damaged. It won't hold a charge for long. No good. Energy cells out of power.
Rồi mình sẽ đục một cái lỗ ở cái tường này để lấy cái chỗ sạc từ bên đây nó gần hơn. Đá bay cái cánh cửa mà em cái đi chị ơi. Cái micro nó nhạy quá, mỗi lần có gió thổi vô một cái là tiếng nó bể thiếu. Rồi, cái bông lửa cuối cùng trong cuộc đời, chích nó. Các kiểu giải thích cho là ở cục pin nó bị chai rồi nên nó sạc mới lẹ vậy. Ok, diệt luôn. Em không có ý kiến, em chỉ muốn ra khỏi chỗ này càng sớm càng tốt thôi.
I think I can make it to the elevator from here.
Nghĩ sao cục pin nó xài nhanh,
The cell's running out of power.
nhưng mà cắm ở đây thì lại được. Đúng xạo, đã hợp nguyên lý.
Got it. The elevator should have power now.
Ok. Coi như là mình giải quyết được gần hết các cái câu đố của nó rồi đó.
Can't believe this thing still works.
Giờ mình sẽ cần lôi cái thùng kia vào đây. Đi vô đi, ngại ngùng gì nữa, cái thùng này.
Okay, bring up.
Cái gì vậy? Không! Đi lên rồi lại đi xuống, thiệt tình.
Should help.
Rồi.
Okay, I should be able to make the jump to the other building.
Thôi. Nó bắt mình leo lại nữa hả? Trời ơi. Cái gì nữa đây? Tao quỳ với tao lại mày. Sao mà có cái việc mà nhảy qua kia mày cũng không nhảy được kìa, trời ơi. Giờ kẹt trong cái hốc nó mới ghê chứ. Trời ơi, cái game bó tay luôn á. Kẹt trong cái hốc rồi. Ôi, chữ hiện lên the end. Bó tay luôn. Lỗi vừa vừa thôi. Ủa gì vậy? Tốt quá, nó respawn mấy con ngoài kia luôn như mình.
Okay. According to the data I found earlier, I should be able to find half of the code in the next building. Maybe there's a way to cross over up here. Okay, I'm in. I should take a look around.
Nóng máu ghê không? Nè, nó ngay trước mặt nè, chị ôm cái cục giùm em cái, nhảy lên.
Okay, I should be able to make the jump to the other building. Made it. I think that office I'm looking for should be around here.
Cái độ miễn cưỡng của cái câu đố trong cái trò này chủ ghét ghê hồn. Này cái đứa này mày đừng có mà mày đố mẹ tao nha, tao chửi á nha. Nó đố nữa. Mấy này giống kiểu như nó ở riết chỗ này nó chán quá.
That should be all the parts of the code I need for the door. I think I have everything I need to open the door to the relic.
Cái thùng đồ kia mà kệ luôn đi mệt. Kiện đồ mà cũng đầy rồi mà có ai mở cái rương này luôn rồi nè. Mình đó.
Some distance first.
Mình mở đó. Hôm nay restart lại cái nó vứt cái đó lại cho cũ mới ghê. Tới giờ ta. Không biết cái mã nào nên chúng ta thử ha. 2 1 0 9 1 0 9. Rồi, lộn được rồi.
Got another ornament. I wonder what kind of lights this one will show. Better make a trip to see Stemmer.
Cả tiếng đồng hồ. Cả tiếng đồng hồ. Ám ảnh linh hồn. Rồi, chúng ta sẽ qua điểm lưu này. An ủi ha. Cho cho cái đồng hồ với cục vàng anh ủi. Cái con này giống như là giết để xả xì chết vậy. Lò cái mặt ra đây, lò cái mặt ra đây. Ok, chúng ta sẽ tới điểm này để đấu với mấy con stalker sẽ khá là phiền phức đó. Chắc là một bông hoa. Cho được 7 sàng. Một cái fire clam. Mình làm nổ một cái là nó sẽ kéo lên một bầy. Bên kia đỏ đỏ chắc anh là bom của con stalker. Không thấy động tĩnh gì. Phía trên này có gì không? Cái con đấy nó không ở quanh khu này hả? Nó sắp kéo tới rồi đó. Tăng berserker 15%. Ok, cục đấy cũng được, cũng đáng. Rồi giờ chúng ta sẽ đua qua cái điểm kế tiếp. Sắp xong rồi, sắp tốt nghiệp rồi.
Fire's wasted on that machine.
Ồ, con này cũng có vũ khí nè. Đuôi của nó. À, mình có thể hack nó. Con này nó dữ lắm. Hack được nó thì cũng téo. Để con này nó lại đây đi. Hiện lên đi, hiện cái hack lên đi, kỳ. Đó, kiếm bạn mày hút nó đi. Ui rồi mạnh. Ui rồi ôi, hai phẹt chết liền. Ui dồi ôi.
Oh, not happy to see me?
Ơi 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 ơi, đâu ra đây? Chưa hả? Qua đây nó lại là một cái câu ghép hình nữa nè. Thử được con nào trước hay con đấy?
It's always good to have extra.
Ồ, thế đó là một đoạn chat với một con AI tự làm. Còn nữa hả? Con nào đang địa mình? Rồi. Tao biết câu đố đi rồi, tao giải ra tao đi về. Hiện lên.
Okay, one more vista point image. A lot of towers in this one. It looks like it was taken from somewhere really high up.
Về một chỗ nào rất là cao. Giờ mấy cái nhà đấy nó cụt hết rồi. Ý nói là mình phải leo lên cái này á hả? Muốn leo thì phải có đường chứ. Còn gì nữa? Có điểm gì ở đây là mình để ý không ta? Ngay cao nhất là có cái tháp thôi.
Wherever this image was taken, I think it was from somewhere almost as tall as the buildings. I could get a better view from the top of that metal tower nearby, but it doesn't look like there's a way up there. Guess I should come back later.
Rồi hiểu rồi. Câu đố này nó đòi mình phải biết bay. Nên mình sẽ bay thẳng lên trên cái tòa tháp. Biết bay thì sau khi mình hack được mấy con chim á, đó cũng là lý do tại sao mấy con chim nó lại mấy con dạng chim lại xuất hiện ở đây để mình hack nó.
This wind's blowing strong. I gotta stay upright.
Chắc anh là chỗ đó phải biết bay mới lên được rồi. Rồi, nếu vậy thì chúng ta đi về. Không biết mấy đứa bạn nó có ở đây nó đợi mình không hay là nó kệ mình.
Here I come.
Nè, chả có ma nào đợi mình. Nếu không có ma nào nó đợi mình thì mình đành phải tự thân vận động teleport về thôi. Để finish nút cái quét kìa đã. Ôi giời ơi, sao nằm đống đây? Tội nghiệp, chưa ai hốt. Qua đây kết thúc cái quét rồi ta chuồn về.
You are on the mend already. Shut it, would you?
Giờ về thì chắc là anh bạn người dân tộc của chúng ta là có cánh tay mới à.
Did you?
I'm sorry.
How did he die?
The tower was a sunwing nest. He went in there looking for cover, but he was holding on to that when I found him.
Horace.
I read the data on it. It had a map that can help your people get the lay of the land without risking more scouts. All of us sharing it with Bohai right now. It's a good thing your brother protected it.
I'd trade all the data and the legacy to have my little brother back. But I'm glad that something meaningful came from his death. As promised, you now have access to my weapon stock. If you bring me the right resources, I can make you anything you see there. Actually, why don't you give this a try? One of our best. And if it's of use, you know where to find more.
Thank you. I'm really sorry for your loss.
I know you are. And I'm grateful.
Chúng ta được tặng một cái nỏ mới. Để xem hình dạng của cái nỏ như thế nào. Nỏ tím. Ồ, nó là nỏ dạng gán yếu tố lên, xong rồi sau đó lấy cung để kích hoạt nó. Kiểu là cái con kia sẽ bị dính cực kỳ nặng luôn. Tất nhiên là cái độ khó thì sử dụng cũng tăng lên rồi.
if you change your mind. I am at your disposal, ancestor.
Lâu ngày không về căn cứ, giờ không nhớ căn cứ nằm chỗ nào. Đáng lẽ chỗ căn cứ phải đánh dấu màu nổi lên ha, màu hường, màu gì đó. Bây giờ về căn cứ nghe tâm sự nè.
Keep your eyes open out there, soldier.
The old ones fed off livestock a little too much for my liking.
Some of them ate more like the Utaru. Called themselves vegetarians.
From what I'm reading, all the old ones wanted to eat was this stuff called chocolate.
Right to work, I see.
There's just so much. I mean, we knew of artificial beings that served the ancestors, but Gaia? Oh, she's amazing! And you, a true reincarnation of an ancestor. Genetically speaking, of course, not like the, late CO. And there's more ancestors out there, returned from beyond the stars. Of course, they're trying to kill us, which is not great. And Eric Visser is with them, which is disturbing. And then there's Hephaestus, and...
Okay. How about we take it one step at a time?
You're right. I also owe you an explanation for everything that happened at Landfall.
I see you've been using your new focus.
It's been fascinating. So much better than the version the Quen have. What would have taken me years to sort through, like the database you helped me recover, with this, I've been able to establish search parameters to speed up the process. This could revolutionize how diviners analyze the legacy. That is, whatever part of it the overseers would actually let us study.
You wanted data, you'll find lots of it here.
A diviner has never had this sort of unsupervised access to archives such as this. And knowing you, I suspect there is much that would normally be forbidden held within them. But I was sent here to help you. I would be remiss to ignore any truth laid before me. Maybe it'll help the Quen find their way back to the path of truth.
I imagine you don't know anyone here that well yet, but they're a good group.
It's funny because one of your friends is, well, another you. Not that you are the same person at all. I mean, you are, as in, you're both genetically Elizabeth Sobek, but even so, you're different.
Yeah, we are. I hope everyone's been treating you okay.
Oh, yeah, of course. They've all been extremely welcoming. And they share the knowledge they learn on their focuses with each other freely. It's refreshing. Back home, diviners can only share data with the permission from the overseers.
Sounds restrictive and stifling.
Yeah, you are not wrong.
You mentioned Eric Visser? How do you know about him?
The Zenith who tried to kill you? He is known to the Quen as the Protector. Combing through data related to his work led us to breakthroughs related to weapons and military tactics. Knowledge our rulers used to conquer and expand, to become the empire we are today. That's why he's one of our most revered ancestors. But based on your encounter with him, it appears he's even more ruthless than we ever imagined. Yet another distorted interpretation in the legacy.
Well, at least you're piecing together the truth.
If only the overseers back home would do the same.
Beta mentioned other Zeniths. Tilda, Verbena, and Gerard.
I'm afraid I don't know anything about them. Whatever legacy they left behind, the diviners haven't recovered.
You said you owed me an explanation for what happened in Thebes. I'm listening.
Right. I'll start at the beginning, with the CO. He was an Imperial, the Emperor's nephew, in fact. As such, he sponsored many diviners to search the legacy for anything that might help the tribe, and himself. He took a special interest in anything related to Ted Faro, whom we consider the greatest of the ancestors.
Ted Faro, revered ancestor. That's tough to take.
I know better now, of course. Anyway, the diviners discovered that Faro spent a great deal of time in San Francisco. In fact, many of the most important ancestors did. So the Emperor's nephew convinced him that an expedition across the ocean might solve our most pressing problems. If only we could find the right data in this fabled city. Perhaps we could roll back the floods and storms that threatened our people. The Emperor declared that all the tribe's resources be poured into this endeavor. Dozens of ships were built, scouting missions were dispatched, and the Emperor's nephew was named Sio, one who wields the legacy for the good of the Empire. The living embodiment of Ted Pharaoh, the Renewer. It may seem strange now, but for a time, he carried all of our hopes. We really believed he would save us. We had no idea just how perilous the journey would be.
You said the expedition across the sea was more dangerous than you thought it would be. What happened?
We lost most of our ships to hurricanes, and scores of soldiers perished to hunger and disease. And that was before we even hit the coast. Once we landed, machines ripped our patrols apart, and we struggled to replenish our rations. There were bright spots, to be sure. We found Thebes and the greenhouse, but nothing improved the CEO's mood as his dreams of saving the tribe were slowly dashed. He became more and more obsessed with Thebes and what lay behind its door, and more convinced that the title of CEO was no mere honorific. You heard him, spouting nonsense about Pharaoh's essence and some kind of becoming. We knew these weren't the words of a sane man, but he was quick to put any who spoke out in front of a firing squad.
What a great guy.
The Quen are wrong about many things when it comes to the legacy. I can see that now. But what the CO became was a complete perversion of what principled diviners stand for. The pursuit of truth. I'm sorry you had to endure his madness. I'm just glad it's over. For everyone.
So, Bohai, your overseer. Will he run things better than CEO?
He won't execute people on a whim, if that's what you mean. But he's hardly a paragon of integrity. I can't tell you how many times he took credit for data in the legacy that I uncovered. The best thing I can say about him is that he can be trusted to always do what's best for him.
Yep, sounds about right. Back at the greenhouse, you spoke of knowledge forbidden to your people.
Diviners are meant to seek out the truth in the legacy, and many Imperials sponsor them in the hopes they'll find something the Empire can put to use, thus gaining favor with the Emperor. But the Board of Overseers claims certain truths are detrimental to the stability of the Empire, like discovering one of our revered ancestors ended the world. That is why diviners are only allowed to access segments of the legacy. Only overseers can view it all. It ensures that any heretical data can be contained and retrieved before it can spread.
What happens to diviners who break the rules?
I never had the courage to ask.
The ancestors, is that what your people call the old ones?
Yes and no. The ancestors are the greatest of the old ones. Those whose legacy taught us agriculture, medicine, warfare, leadership, and patronage of the science and arts.
The CEO called Elizabeth Sobek an assistant. What's that about?
Right. Well, any old one who has made minor contributions or worked extensively under one of the ancestors is called an assistant. That's how we thought of Sobek, until we met you. Our limited access to data past the late 2040s has obviously misinformed our view of the past.
You mentioned the reason you came here was to help your family. Your sister...
Her name is Alika. Our parents are commoners, peasants, really. When I passed the divination exams, they were so proud. It brought honor to our family and increased rations. Only Alika begged me not to leave for the research academy.
Why? What happens there?
Alika knew that once you enter, you're not allowed to leave or see anyone, not even your family. Unless you can get special permission and an escort by an overseer.
That sounds harsh.
Like the focuses we keep, diviners are few in number, and the Empire is, well, fearful that outsiders will try to steal our knowledge. Last time I was allowed to see my family was just before our voyage here. Because of my position, I was able to get them refuge from the floods within the capital. But if our crops don't recover soon, they'll starve to death along with everyone else.
I promise I'll do my best to make sure it doesn't come to that. I need to get going, but if you need anything...
All I need is to help you succeed in your mission. The plan Gaia told me about, to capture Hephaestus, it will help set things right.
I hope so.
Then I will do whatever I can. I promise.
Mấy mỗi lần về căn cứ là vậy á, nói quá trời nói luôn. Qua tới anh trai người dân tộc ha. Thế có gì tím tím trong phòng kìa. Chưa có tay mới nữa hả? Ông nội đi cũng lâu rồi mà.
The weapons of the old ones were powerful indeed, but much about war remains the same. Aloy, well met. We've been briefed on our mission, and are ready whenever you wish to head to Cauldron Gemini.
Were you able to finish the new arm Gaia was helping you with?
Indeed. I was hoping we could discuss it, if you have a moment.
How are your studies going?
I wanted to learn more about the world of the Old Ones.
And?
I looked up this pharaoh Gaia said you went looking for, and learned about the plague of machines he unleashed. To think that the ancient world was wiped out by... a mistake. A single miscalculation. There is no glory or honor in such a fate. Only hubris. And pointless death.
That about sums it up. Have you spoken with Alva?
The Quen is peculiar. Nothing like a Tenakth. Her mind is sharp, that much is certain. But it's hard to imagine her surviving in the wilds.
Trust me, she's tougher than she looks.
I will take your word for it.
You wanted to talk about your arm?
Indeed. It's time to test it. And I want you to be there.
Okay. How are we doing this?
Not how. Where? Will you meet me where we felled Regala's tremor tusk? Right where the river bends?
Sure, if you want, but I'm not sure I understand.
You'll see when we get there. I promise.
Then I'll let you know when I get close.
You have my thanks, Aloy.
Ui, mới có cái tay mới đòi đấu với nhau với mình.
Then do not let me keep you.
Like I said, I'll call you when I'm close to Regala's old outpost near the bulwark.
May the Ten guide your way.
I've been tackling the design of the Ag Lab. Place is gonna have a lot of seed stock to work with. My favorite? Sample 626. Calotropis gigantea. The crown flower. We used to have one in our backyard. Butterflies always fluttering around. Every morning, August would run out there to check under the leaves. See if any caterpillars turned into chrysalises. Now, I'd like to imagine that the future will be filled with them.
Sao tự nhiên con nhỏ beta nó khóa cái phòng nó lại ta? Không biết là có chuyện gì nữa.
Now this focus thing's trying to kill me.
You did almost drown it in beer.
Not on purpose. There she is. Heard you had an interesting time at Thebes.
Maniacs, lava. What's not to like?
I'll remember that next time I go traveling.
At least I got what we needed to trap Hephaestus.
Good thing I got my gear ready then.
I was hoping you could help me with something. It's about the Tenakth rebels, and it also has to do with the Oseram.
Really? That doesn't sound good. Let me know what I can do to help.
You look tired.
Ha! You're never one to hold back, are you? I've just been making sure that I got everything down for this mission of yours. I wouldn't want to be the usual screw-up out there.
You'll do fine, Erend. Have you spoken with Alva yet?
Yeah, when she's not reading the archives like a giddy kid drinking her first ale. She took to that new focus quick, that's for sure. I gotta say, I'm a little jealous. But I can see why you two hit it off.
I discovered an Oseram militant group. They call themselves the Sons of Prometheus. It looks like they're the ones overriding machines for the Tenakth rebels.
I thought that was something only you could do.
They're familiar with ancient tech, and they're as anti-Karja as it gets.
So, last year we stopped Durval and his cronies from blowing up Meridian in retribution for the Red Raids. And now you're telling me we have another group of Oseram trying to wipe out the Karja with an army of machines and bloodthirsty Tenakth?
Pretty much.
Oh, well, that's just great!
Is there any way you can help me find out who they are? Anything to track them down and stop them?
Yeah, I can send out some messages from Chainscrape. Get in touch with my contacts in the claim, see what I can find out.
I'd appreciate that. I should get going.
As soon as you want us heading out to those cauldrons.
I'll give you the heads up.
From the look on your face, I'd say the mission was a success.
I got Omega clearance. Is everyone ready to head out to Cauldron Gemini?
As soon as you give the word.
I see all of us settled in nicely.
Our new Quen friend? The moment she laid eyes on the archives, she jumped on them like a long leg.
Yeah, that's Alva for you. Once Gaia is back up and running, I expect you to put all your training to good use.
The seeds have been planted. All they need is a chance to bloom. What? I thought that was pretty good. Zoe liked it.
I'm glad you and Zoe found each other.
Don't forget, you're to blame for that.
Now that I have Omega clearance, we can grab Hephaestus and finally have the advantage over the Zeniths.
Can't wait to see their faces as they stare down a bunch of charging Thunderjaws.
Better them than us, for once. I should go get this to Gaia.
Of course. Let us know when we're needed.
Còn một người nữa thôi là chúng ta đi gặp Gaia được rồi.
Welcome back.
Good to be back. Have you met our new Quen guest yet?
I could barely keep up as she gave herself a tour of the base. Varl gave her a new focus. Though when he told her she was free to access all the data we had here, she turned so pale, I thought she'd faint on the spot. We showed her to the archive room so she could see for herself. She hasn't left the place since.
Sounds like Alva. Read anything interesting lately?
I found out the old ones use leaf infusions like the Utaru do. Tea, they call it. Apparently it helped soothe them. That and some sort of scented wax they used to cleanse their aura. Plus something called bubble baths. Me, I think I'll stick to singing to calm the nerves.
How are things with everyone?
Slightly quieter. Aaron's been busy scouring data on his newest obsession. Apparently the old ones wrestled machines as some kind of performance. Called it metal versus meat. A must-see battle between steel and flesh, as Aaron likes to put it. You'd think we have enough of that going around as it is.
How'd it go with the chorus after we fixed the land gods?
They were shocked when I told them that our lands would soon be on the mend. I thought Fane's eyes would pop out of his head. But of course they had no choice but to take it as good news, even if it meant all their preaching about meekly accepting our doom was exposed as rot. To be honest, I found the conversation to be highly enjoyable.
I'm glad. You deserve it. They're lucky that you never gave up on saving them. I need to get going.
Right. You've retrieved the Omega clearance. That means we'll be going after Hephaestus soon. I'll make sure my gear's ready.
Rồi, lên gặp cái A thôi. Chị hy vọng là con nhỏ beta đấy nó không đâm sau lưng mình.
Welcome back.
There we go. More data for the dome.
Aloy, I know your experience in Thebes was unsettling, but we have a new problem.
Did something go wrong with Beta and the rig? Will we be able to transport you to Gemini?
The rig is complete. The problem is Hephaestus itself. It has accelerated its proliferation throughout the Cauldron network, increasing its power.
But with your sub-functions restored, we can still succeed, right?
Correct. But the net effect is that absorbing Hephaestus will take longer than previously calculated.
How long?
Even with Omega clearance, my current estimate is that the merge will take 35 hours.
And each hour increases the risk of detection by the Zeniths. Two cores. Two overrides. What if the merge were carried out by two clones of Elizabeth Sobek, both armed with Omega clearance? How long then? Half the time?
Hephaestus would be unprepared for the simultaneous labor of two operators, in addition to obvious synergetic efficiencies. Calculating. It would reduce the merge time to approximately 4.5 hours.
Okay. Varl, it looks like we're gonna need Beta at Gemini. Do you think you can convince her?
I don't know, but I'll try.
What about our diversion? Are the pulse generators ready?
Only a final test remains. I am confident that if fired in proximity to other cauldrons, the pulses will mask our activities at Gemini from the Zeniths.
Good. As long as Aaron can operate one without shooting himself in the face.
Aloy, you better get down here. Beta's in bad shape.
Okay.
Aloy, I believe Varl is still waiting for you, outside Beta's room.
I know. I just wanted to talk about something else first.
As you wish.
The missing subordinate functions. What can you tell me about them?
Artemis rewilded the Earth with a variety of animal species. Eleuthia was responsible for gestating, nurturing, and acculturating a new generation of human beings. Apollo was tasked with preserving, organizing, and disseminating vast archives of human knowledge and cultural achievements. Unfortunately, All archived Apollo data was purged on the 2nd of February, 2066, by order of Ted Farrow.
Ted. Guess he got what he deserved, in the end.
Yes. An igneous conclusion to his pathological narcissism, impulsive tendencies, and instability.
All 3 of the missing functions have already served their purpose, or were prevented from doing so. Do you still need them?
Restoring their remaining elements would increase my heuristic processing density, empowering my overall function. Unfortunately, as we now know they are in the possession of Far Zenith, attaining them in the short term is very likely impossible.
I guess our best shot at recovering them is by taking over the Zenith base. But we'll need Hephaestus and a bunch of combat machines to do that.
Correct.
So I, found Thebes. What do you think Ted would have done if his life extension treatments had worked?
It seems he convinced himself it was his duty to guide future humans. Given the tribal nature of new humans, and his ability to use Omega clearance on the terraforming system, I imagine he would have convinced one or more tribes to worship him as their patriarchal deity.
Okay. Yep, glad that didn't happen. Aside from Gaia Prime and Thebes, there was one other underground facility that was sealed before the Pharaoh Plague reached it. Elysium. The place where Zero Dawn staff and their families went to live out their lives. Do you know what happened to it?
Elysium was designed to provide life support for 100 years. My data indicates the facility went offline well before then.
Did the Pharaoh Plague find them?
Unknown. My connection to the facility was abruptly severed.
How's all of us settling in?
As soon as she arrived, Alva was eager to study the data in the archive. A particular file soon caught her attention. Information about a machine assistant devoted to keeping living spaces neat and orderly. I informed her that once I am empowered with the abilities of Hephaestus, I may be able to design such a machine.
I'm sure she'll like that. So our plan to capture Hephaestus. Let's go over it again.
As you wish. Thanks to Beta's test, we now know that Hephaestus will not respond to your Alpha clearance.
Which is why I got Ted Farrow's Omega clearance.
Correct. While you were gone, Beta constructed the transport rig and pulse generators. When we get to Gemini, I will need to be installed on one of the facility's cores. The second core is for Hephaestus. Using Omega clearance will allow you to trap it.
And then you'll be able to absorb it.
Not quite. You will need to manually remove Hephaestus's malicious code before the merge.
How long will that take?
Because the work will be split between you and Beta, it will take approximately 4.5 hours.
And during that time, the others will create a distraction for us using the pulse generators, right?
Correct. They will each take position at a cauldron door and fire off their device. The energy surge should mask our activities until the merge is complete.
And then we'll have everything we need to defeat the Zeniths. Sounds like a plan. See you later, Gaia.
Until next time, Aloy.
Đây, sau khi cập nhật tình hình thì giờ chúng ta sẽ đi xuống để xem biến của bạn beta như thế nào. Hy vọng bạn ấy không chế mấy quả bom mà nổ cái bùm mà giết hết đám người này ha.
Finally, something good.
Aloy. I tried, but it's impossible. I don't think anything will convince her to go.
We don't have a choice.
Good luck.
Beta, you have to come with us. It's the only way. It's one mission. The most important one. We need you. Tell me why you won't go. What if they take me back? Alone, in a cell again. A slave. Forever. Varl and I will be at Gemini too. I'll protect you. As soon as we get Hephaestus, we'll come straight back here. The Zeniths aren't going to find us. You don't have to be afraid. No! You can't protect me. Nothing can protect me from them. I told you from the beginning, we'll never beat them. It's hopeless. Beta. Leave me alone! You don't understand! You're right. I don't understand. We have the same genes, the same mind, the same heart. So why can't you find the strength to do what has to be done? Like Elizabeth would. Don't you think I've thought about that? I don't know what piece of Elizabeth I'm missing. I don't know what you have that I don't. I look through all the data from your focus. You were raised as an outcast, shunned, and isolated just like me, so what's the difference? What's my defect? Beta, you don't have a defect. Beta, look, it's not a piece of Elizabeth. The difference is, I had him. Frost. He raised you, trained you, but he was never warm or loving. The day he died, the day he gave you that charm, he was going to abandon you. He wanted me to embrace the tribe. But then he gave his life for mine. He loved me in his own way. And that was enough. What did he feel like? It was like having the strength that was always there. It's still there. Even now I hear him in my head when things get bad. But it looks impossible. Look deeper. And then fight like you can win. You don't have to go on the mission. We'll find another way. I'll go. You said you'd try to protect me. I believe you. But you have to promise me one thing. Yes, of course. If it goes bad, if the Zeniths find us, I don't want to be their slave again. Do you understand? Okay. Promise? I promise. I could use as much time as you can give me to study up on the merge, to make it as efficient as possible. I'll be ready when you are. I swear.
Aloy, whenever you are ready, come speak to me and I'll ask the others to make final preparations for the mission.
Hey, I just wanted to make sure you're okay.
I am. Is there something you wanted to talk about?
So you know about the extinction signal?
It was speculation, but the only logical conclusion why Gaia suddenly self-destructed after operating efficiently for centuries. Gaia would have only undertaken such a desperate course of action if it had detected a threat to life on Earth that was more dangerous than ceasing function altogether. I should have realized that she would also order the recreation of Elizabeth Sobek to rebuild her.
Her plan almost failed. If I hadn't stumbled upon a focus as a kid, things would have been a lot different. So how goes studying up on the merge?
Gaia and I have added a function that will display a holographic interface to visualize the data stream from Hephaestus. It should make expunging its malicious code a little more efficient.
That's great. Whatever we can do to cut down the merge time is going to increase our chance of success. Good work.
I'll continue to search for other ways to speed up the process. But whenever you're ready, I am too.
Alva's joined us. Have you two had a chance to talk?
She told me she's not allowed to access a lot of the data her people have. Similar to the restrictions I had in my training interface. I told her that if we succeed at Gemini, then once we return, I'll help her search for more ways to help her family. Even though Gaia will fix the biosphere, it'll take time for farmlands to fully recover. So, I want to help speed things up.
How so?
Bioengineering of more resilient plant strains, novel crop production methods, equipment upgrades. Something that might help in the short term.
I'm sure she'll appreciate it. So when you talk to the others, are you calling them over the focus?
No, they'll come down here to visit. Like Erend. He's funny. But loud. I wish I could show him the media portal and the data channel. I think he would like the sports hollows. There was one where two people would criticize each other before wrestling to see who was stronger. It was bizarre and violent, but I think Erend would enjoy it.
Yeah, you're right. I bet he would. I gotta go.
All right. Be safe.
Rồi sau khi chúng ta tập hợp đủ hết các thông tin rồi thì giờ chúng ta sẽ lưu. Có một cái quest này nó xuất hiện nữa kìa.
So, we're fighting immortals from the stars now?
Looks like it.
What's next? Wizards from the moon?
Hey, I thought I'd check in before leaving for Gemini.
Are you sure we shouldn't be checking up on you? Whatever went on between you and Beta sounded intense. Not that I'm judging. Forge knows all the screws flew loose every time Mercer and I fought.
I think we'll be fine from now on.
I'm glad to hear it.
After we get Hephaestus, we'll be taking the fight to the Zeniths. So, no more reading.
It wasn't that bad. Not really. Besides, going through all that data helped me realize something. You know, the soldiers, the ones that fought the Pharaoh machines so Gaia could be built, they were fighting a battle that couldn't be won. Not with all the weapons in the world. I think most of them realized that, whether anyone said it or not. They still did it, though. They bought time for all the eggheads working to save the future. Our future. As long as I can do that for you, I'll consider myself a success.
Thank you, Erend. I'm glad you're with me.
Yeah, okay, enough. I'm gonna get emotional.
Anybody take you up on that ale you brought yet?
Zoe can't stand the smell of it. I tried Alva, but I don't think she knows what taking a break means. And I'm not putting Varl anywhere near that stuff after that victory party in Meridian.
What about Catalo?
Now there's a man that can hold his liquor. Pretty sure we downed half a keg. We had a good chat, I think.
I should go.
Same here. I got a date with a cauldron to prepare for.
Aloy, everything okay with you and Beta? It sounded like you guys had a, lively conversation.
We just had a lot to talk about.
Does this mean she's coming with us to Gemini?
It does. I hope you're ready to rein in the most stubborn AI of all time.
That's what all this was for, wasn't it?
Hephaestus won't go down quietly.
Hephaestus is just a program that's lost its way. We are fighting for our survival. I can always call upon the goddess if you're nervous.
Funny. Any last findings you want to share before leaving?
Not really. Though I've reached a decision.
Oh?
When we put Gaia together, I want to return to the Nora. Spread what I've learned.
You think they'll listen to you?
In time, I believe so.
If anyone can make it happen, it's you, Varl. What will you and Zoe do if you go back to the Embrace?
I hope she'll come with me. At least for a while. And I'll go with her to Plainsong too. She'll probably want to talk to her people about all this as well. We'll figure it out.
I know you will. How does everyone seem to you?
Anxious, but ready. I heard Catalo ask for Alva's help with his pulse generator. And I know he's been helping her with a few fighting techniques, just in case.
I hope they aren't needed.
Like I said, just in case.
I hope firing off those pulse generators will be enough to distract the Zeniths.
It'll work. It has to.
Always optimistic, huh?
Nah, just stubborn. It's a good quality to have when dealing with you.
Yeah, right. You were right, you know. About keeping Rost's memories buried. I guess part of me thought he was holding me back. Because he wanted me to be a Nora. But the truth is, he gave me a lot. And I took him for granted.
He was a good man. He raised you well.
I'm glad you're coming with me, Varl.
Sure there's no urge to run off alone in there somewhere?
No more running. Hey, we'll be going after Hephaestus soon. You good with the plan?
I've already got the location of my assigned cauldron.
Good.
I heard you and Beta had a talk.
News travels fast.
It wasn't exactly a quiet conversation.
There were just things that needed to be said.
A healthy crop to those who clear the weeds between them, as the Utaru say.
You look like you have something on your mind.
We're going to war soon. And war is something I promised myself I'd left behind in the Red Raids. But the more of your data I go through, every voice I hear, every word I read from our ancient past, it makes me realize just how much life was given so that ours could flourish. Fighting for that gift, it's our responsibility. If we fail, it was all for naught.
Helps to know you're not alone.
For a moment there, you sounded like Varl.
I don't know what you're talking about. I should go.
As soon as you intend to leave for Gemini,
you'll hear about it.
Aloy, are you well?
Had a bit of an issue with Beta. It's better now, though.
Ah, I'm not surprised.
Really? Why not?
I once knew a warrior who discovered he had a brother late in life. It was deeply uncomfortable for him.
Did he ever get over it?
In time. But not before the two siblings nearly killed each other in a single combat challenge.
Ah. Well, at least I avoided that. Think you're ready to put all your training to the test?
I am to Nacht. I am always ready.
You nervous about the mission ahead?
If I live, it will be in victory. If I die, it will be in battle. What matters most is that you achieve your objective.
I'll do my best. I should go get ready.
I await your orders.
I hope I'm not interrupting.
Not at all. I was just studying the pulse generator schematics. The ones Gaia and Beta built. The craftsmanship is remarkable. Is everything all right? It sounded like there was an issue with Beta and the mission.
Not anymore. We just needed to talk some things through.
To understand one another is to embrace truth. Oh, and if you have a moment, there's something I could use your help with.
Any more data catch your eye?
All of it? I have so much to study up on. Years, actually. I'm particularly interested in the Odyssey. We knew the ancestors had made it to the moon. In fact, we theorized some of them had settled on it. But Sirius is way farther than that. And we thought journeying across the ocean would be the feat of a lifetime. The sheer calculations needed for space travel, it's overwhelming to think about.
Even so, the Quen are way ahead of other tribes when it comes to understanding this stuff. Where I grew up, everyone thought that stars were sparks that rose from a fire lit by the goddess to guide us through the night. Have you spoken with Zoe at all?
A little bit, but I did hear her singing with Varl not too long ago. I don't think they noticed. Zoe seemed so free when she did it. Like every emotion she had was taking flight in song. And she looked happier because of it. I felt so dull and nervous in comparison.
You should ask Zoe to teach you sometime. About Utaru music.
Maybe.
If you need anything before heading out to the cauldrons.
You have nothing to worry about. Gaia's explained your plan in detail, as expected from such an efficient AI. I've even received some very, succinct combat advice from Kotalo. You know, in case the Zeniths show up.
What kind of advice?
He, told me to run.
For now. We'll even the odds soon enough. Must be strange to think that some of the ancestors your tribe reveres are still alive. And here on Earth, right now.
Yeah, it is. Part of me's curious to know who else besides Eric Visser might be among them. Maybe Nikita Arand? We call her the Spark. The legacy tells us she brought unlimited energy to the Old Ones. Or Sung Jiao, whom we call the Healer. It is said she found new ways to extend the ancestors' lifespans. But my curiosity fades when I think of how different our view of Visser was compared to the reality that you experienced. Perhaps it is better not to know.
You mentioned there was something you needed help with?
Yes. So, as I was sifting through data from the greenhouse, I found references to an old world system back in the Great Delta. It's called Leviathan. My people discovered it decades ago. A sprawling network of river gates and a labyrinth of underground tunnels. The legacy revealed that the Old Ones used it to control flooding. But we've never gotten it to work. The whole thing is shut down. But the data from the greenhouse mentions the research facility where Leviathan was created. It's in San Francisco.
Another Pharaoh facility?
No. Leviathan was a project by Eileen Sasaki, another ancestor. So the legacy tells us, anyway, if we can acquire that data, we might be able to fix the system back in the Great Delta. Every year, my sister gets terrified when the long rains begin. With Leviathan, maybe she won't have to be.
Okay. So, where in San Francisco is this facility?
That's the thing. The data doesn't say where, exactly. But one of our diviners has been exploring the ruins. He might know. Would you come with me? I have a feeling that wherever this facility is, well, you're much better at fighting machines than I am.
Of course. I'll let you know when I'm in landfall.
Thank you, Aloy.
I should go. Make sure you talk to Gaia if you have any questions about the pulse generators.
May your path lead to truth.
And, like I said, I'll let you know when I'm in landfall. We'll find the data you're after.
I appreciate it.
Cứ mỗi lần mà về căn cứ là nó nói nhiều vậy đó. Nhưng mà nếu nó không nói nhiều thì nó lại không phải là cái sự đặc biệt của cái trò này. Và nó nói từ sáng tới tối luôn má ơi, thật là khủng khiếp. Thì chúng ta để đẻ thêm 2 cái quest nữa. Đây là 2 cái quest nữa. Chúng ta còn có 3 cái quest này với một cái quest xanh xanh trên bản đồ này có thể tạo, có thể làm nè. Thì clip kế tiếp chúng ta sẽ đi làm những cái quest đấy. Ok. Có một quest là chúng ta cần làm đó là để cho bạn Kotaro có lại cái tay nữa chứ. Chứ không mất công đợi bao nhiêu lâu bạn không có tay mới thì hơi tội. Ok, vậy thì hẹn gặp lại mọi người ở clip kế tiếp. Nếu anh em nào có nhu cầu coi bản đẹp hơn thì có thể coi bên YouTube ha. Còn anh em nào mà muốn xem tiếp cái tiến trình chơi của mình thì có thể là bấm vào nút theo dõi để hệ thống nó báo cho bạn biết, cho mình không có thời gian cố định. Rồi, cảm ơn mọi người nhiều. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye.